It's the Beat Break Morning Show with Sean Garvey and the crew.
Wake that ass up. It's the Beat Break Morning Show, the Beat Break Podcast. Finally. I know, ladies and gentlemen, we are late on Facebook and Instagram Live, but we had to make sure that we stay on our A game before we come to you live and direct from WadeWorksStudios in the ATL. WadeWorksStudios.com for more information on how you can host and produce your next podcast. Sean Garvey, the architect, in the studio along with
DJ Roller.
DJ Roller. How was your week?
Man, what a week. What a week.
Yes.
Doesn't feel like Friday.
What are we? I can tell by your beard it's been a crazy week.
It's been a crazy week. It's time to get it freshed up, man. Trying to get it freshed up. Man, I'm just ready to get it freshed up.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? We can't even blame it on quarantine.
Nah.
We can blame it on 2020.
Blame it on 2020 and everything else that goes on in DJ Roller's life. I mean,
But everything's still all good though.
yeah, it's good. It's good.
You know,
it's good. No complaints, no complaints.
the soon-to-be wifey is good.
Yeah, soon to be wifey is good.
The son is good. The kids are good.
Yeah.
The money's good.
I ain't saying all that.
Oh,
we got most of it. We got most of it, but not yet. Almost there.
Man. Well, we got to get that together.
Yeah.
You gotta get some of that money there, man.
Yep.
Can everybody that's on the live right now, Facebook at Sean Garvey and at Beat Break Radio on IG, can you all just pray for me? Can you all just pray for me, please? It doesn't even have to do with 2020 or anything else. I know it's been a week for you, and I know it's been a week for somebody listening in and tuning in. But I'm going to need you all to pray for me because I'm getting ready to embark on a new location that is out of the space of the Atlanta area.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and we talked a little bit about this off the air, DJ Roland. All right, so over the past few months, I've been in this particular predicament of trying to find a new location to relocate at. So I've been in the moving process.
Okay.
And so the backstory is this, ladies and gentlemen. I was supposed to move into this house in Decatur where it's greater.
Right.
I know we keep saying that since the late 90s, but Decatur is where it's greater. At least that's what they said.
That's what they said.
I'm still South Side, baby, though.
You're still South Side. All right.
I'm still South Side. South Side until the day I die.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
So I was supposed to move into this new house in Decatur. I went to go visit the new house in Decatur a couple of times, and it's in a nice residential area. It looked like celebrities, athletes, or even some rappers would live in that area, right?
Okay.
Right. I
Sounds
went inside.
good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Went to take the tour of the house. I like what I saw so far. However.
Uh-oh.
The only thing that was a concern to me before I was going to potentially move into that house was that there was a hanging bat.
Batman.
Not the Batman.
Not the Batman.
No, not Michael Keaton.
Not Michael Keaton.
No. It was a bat. It was like a bat that you would see in some of the movies.
You mean
Not
that
Batman.
human-sized bat?
It looked like it could have been a human-sized bat.
Wow.
Yeah. It was hanging on the window.
Now, but let me get this right. You had a bat, not in a bat cave like Batman, but had a bat hanging outside the house.
Outside of the house, yes.
Man.
Just one. Now, if it was two,
one is
no.
enough. I mean,
One is enough. Right.
One is enough.
and it's COVID season. It's COVID-19. Right. You know, bats carry viruses, diseases, and things of that nature, right?
This is not a pet. This is not a pet.
Oh,
this is not a pet. You know, this is not a pet.
He was about to get knocked the F out by that microphone.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, G Wade. Sorry. I was trying.
Yeah. So I've been told that the National Wildlife was going to come
National
down.
Geographic coming out there man, taking pictures. You about to
That's
be
what
on
they call
TV like that on National Geographic with them bats, man.
I was told that they were going to come out to take the bat down.
To take the bat down.
Yeah. And then when I went on to my second tour to the same house, the bat was still hanging up there. They said, well, this is probably going to be your house guest for the next couple of weeks or so
Was it
until we can
alive?
get it. We don't know. We don't know if it's alive or not.
I don't think
know-
we really cared.
No,
I mean, the
mean-
bat was hanging down, chilling, like he ain't going
It
nowhere.
ain't. Yeah.
This ain't Halloween,
Just
you know.
remove it.
No, you can't swap a bat. You can't swap like you doing a bug or something like a fly
Yeah.
or a bee. You know, you can't swap a bat. That's bigger than your hand.
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
You can't. It's not a fly. It's not a fly where you can just
Yeah, swap at it.
Swap at it, no.
No.
yeah. So the bat was still hanging on the window. And I was just like, you know what? I ain't gonna worry about it. I mean, when they take it down, they're gonna take it down. I just need to relocate ASAP.
Yeah.
This has been a 3-month process
Just to move.
just to move, right? I had to go
And
through
you
all-
live in ATL. It's
I
not like
live-
you coming from out
I
of
am
town.
ATL, born and raised.
And you ain't coming from out of town,
Yeah.
you know, causing a bunch of traffic or anything. You're
Right.
just trying to move to, at
A
that
decent-
time,
yeah,
to a
nice-
decent place and they
nice
cater
area.
where it's greater. And now Batman says, no, you ain't coming this way. That's what basically what it's saying. The bat is saying you're not
But it
coming
wasn't
this
the bat that bothered me, though.
way. Okay.
It bothered me at first, but it didn't bother me later on in the process of me potentially moving in there. So later on, after I did all the touring, the paperwork, the references, everything, even the conference calls with the owners.
Lord have
and
mercy.
the
You did
attorney.
Zoom too?
We didn't get that far into
Okay.
the process. It was over the phone, old school.
Okay.
All right. So 3-month process. I get approved. They about to give me the keys to the house. Then one day,
One day,
I'm at work. I check my inbox. And I get an email from their attorney, the owners of their attorney.
whoa.
And they tell me and tell the other tenants that are under their company. I'm not going to say the name of the company or who they are. But they sent an email blast out to everybody telling them that unfortunately we have to suspend all rental applications because of COVID-19 and the high rise of cases of COVID. That got me to thinking, I'm like, okay, are they also talking about me too? Because we're in the final stretch of me getting this house, of me moving into this house. You know, or was that email sent to me in error? Because sometimes emails get sent to people in error,
Right.
right? So I contact one of the attorneys who was the person that was responsible for giving me the tour of the house. And she tells me that, you know, I can't tell you anything. I'm just responsible for the virtual tour, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay. Even though
She's responsible just for the virtual tour, but she
just-
ain't part of the writing or of the contract or anything
Right.
like that.
So she tells me I have to talk to this person. I was like, okay. So then I talked to one of the other tenants, who gave me the telephone number to the owners of the property. So I contacted one of them, and I got an old man to answer the phone. He was like, hello, this is Mr. I'm not going to say his real last name. Let's just say Mr. Turner. Mr. Turner answers the phone. Like, hello. Yes, hi. This is Sean with such and such. I'm one of the applicants for the new home in Decatur. And I received this email of someone from on your behalf, your attorney, I presume, stating that you all had to suspend all rental applications because of COVID-19. So to give you the short story, he tells me, "Oh well, yeah, I saw the email, and I'm terribly sorry, sir, but we just cannot have anybody coming in here, and the thing is this, Sean, or Mr. Such and says, the thing is this, we ain't trying to get sued." It's like, if I'm gonna sue you guys, it would be that damn bat. If that bat was to ever get inside the house. But I'm not concerned about the bat. I'm more concerned about this 3-month process that you and your other business partner and your attorneys have put me through to making me think that I was going to start moving in as of this particular date. And y'all now telling me that you cannot allow me to move in because of COVID-19.
Because of COVID-19.
Even though I've been inside the house a couple of times.
Wow.
Like, no. This cannot be life. This cannot be happening.
At this time,
Yeah.
when you about to sign your name on that dotted line, and they said, no, you can't come in because of COVID-19.
Yeah.
Man, please.
Like, really, are you serious?
Man.
I mean, if I got to get tested every week just to stay in that house, I would.
Really?
I'm negative, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, because I got tested again. I came out negative.
Oh, okay.
All praise is due to the Most High.
All right.
Yeah, amen.
Yeah, amen to that. Definitely.
But I mean, like, if this was an issue, then why put it out there? Why make me go through the whole 3-month process? Because this whole thing went into effect as of March.
When COVID hit.
Yes. Right. And you are just now telling me in the first few weeks in August, going into August, that I cannot move in. This is unbelievable, Roland.
During the whole pandemic started, they knew what was going on. They know what time of where the whole world is in, how the cases are being administered and the data and all that stuff. They knew all this.
They knew all of this.
Down, blah, 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 this and that, blah, blah, blah. You know, Mayor Bottoms has gone with the lawsuit against the governor. Knew all that. The lawsuit dropped, all that. But all of a sudden, as soon as you about to sign that dotted line, oh man say, no, you can't come in because of COVID-19. Really?
Yeah.
After all this, everything going on, and you want to say no? You know what? That tells me they don't want money. I guess the COVID-19 is
that's what my mama said. Because I told my mama the issue, and she was like, "Yeah."
I'm like,
they must not want no money.
They don't want no money. COVID-19 is like messing up their heads. Like, oh no, we're allergic to money now. We'll wait until after the pandemic ends. Then we'll make some money. That's basically what it sounds like to me. They want to make money when the pandemic ends. Now, when is that pandemic going to end? Sometime maybe next year. Who knows? It ain't going to end this year. I don't care if a vaccine news putting out the vaccine is supposed to be coming out during election time and all that stuff. That don't mean nothing. It's going to go into 2021.
Yeah. This feels like a relationship that I've been in the past. I spent so much time and energy on you. It's been 6 months, 3 to 6 months.
You did that 90-day wait. You did a 90-day wait. 90-day wait. And you still couldn't get it.
Thank you. Thank you. Great analogy. 90-day
wait, couldn't get it still.
I've been holding out. I purchased these 5-6 boxes of condoms just for you. And you now telling me you're not interested in me anymore?
Because of COVID-19. No, we can't touch nothing. Nope. No social distancing. Nope. Nothing. No zooming. Gotta cut it all out.
Absolutely. So I know some people are asking me, well, Sean, what is next then? What is the next? What's the next thing? Well, I found a place outside of Decatur. So unfortunately, folks, for all of my Decatur people out there, I will not be moving to Decatur right now. I know some of you all were looking forward to this Southside brother moving to Decatur. But instead, I will be moving to Powder Springs
Cobb
County.
Cobb.
Yeah.
Corn on the Cobb
Going
County.
on the Cobb County, yes. Some of you all probably never even heard of Powder Springs. You heard of Decatur and College Park, especially Bankhead, but Powder Springs.
Cobb. Corn on the Cobb County.
Yep. So that's where I'm going to be relocating to. It is a commute from certain places in the Metro Atlanta area. Mm-hmm. It is. But at least I will be exits down from Six Flags.
Okay. You'll be over by Six Flags. Okay.
I'll be over there by Six Flags.
You're
Yeah.
over by Six Flags. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I was asking a friend of mine, what is it like in that area? Like, what is it like in Powder Springs? And she told me, because she lives in Powder Springs, and she told me that it's under development. There's some construction going on in Powder Springs, just like in Columbus, Georgia. Mm-hmm. They're going through its development stages, but it's mostly old people that live down there.
Oh, so that means it's quiet. Quiet and slow.
I don't know, to a certain extent. I think after they get done with all the construction and stuff that they're doing down there, it's probably going to change some things.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I don't want it to be all the way hood, though.
So it's always good to have a little hood somewhere, right?
Yeah, you got to have that balance.
The balance. All right.
Yeah. So I'm going to need you all to pray for me, y'all. Because there are some black people that do live in Powder Springs. There are.
Yeah.
There are plenty of black people that live in Powder
People
Springs.
I used to work with lived in Powder Springs.
Yeah.
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 But I had all types, though.
Uh-huh.
Whites.
I don't know if I can blast my music like I used to down in Powder Springs, though.
No, you got to turn it down by the time you get to that city limit.
Yeah.
You got to turn it down. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you got to turn it down.
Yeah.
But
because I don't feel like getting pulled over by a police officer, especially in this climate that we in.
yeah, we don't need that. We don't need to be on national news, man. We already was on national news back in, what month was that? May, June?
May.
Okay.
May, yeah.
So we don't need to be on national news again. So
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, we report the news. We don't want to be a part.
There you go. That's how
we
you
do.
say
We
it.
do the news.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. All right. So I need you all to pray for me on my new venture to Powder Springs.
And
I won't be.
And then this place wants to make money doing COVID-19. Wants to make money doing COVID-19.
Yeah. The only thing is that it's missing a dishwasher.
Better get them hands together, bruh.
I just.
Get them hands together.
That's the only thing. At least it don't have a bat on the window.
Oh,
At
no
least it
bat
don't
on
have
the
a
window.
bat. But
All
it is missing a dishwasher.
All right, keep them
I mean, would
hands
you rather
together.
have a dishwasher or a bat, ladies and gentlemen? What about you? We got our guest coming up in just a few moments. What let's say you
I
dishwasher or a
gotta have a
bat.
dishwasher.
You got it. So you would take a dishwasher over a bat.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta have a dishwasher.
Okay.
My hands can't do it, man.
Okay. Well, you can do other things, right? Not just only DJing.
Right.
All right. I got you. All right. So pray for me, y'all.
Yep.
Pray for me.
Pray for Sean Garvey. Pray for Sean Garvey.
Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting trip. Yeah. New beginnings as we are in the fall season. The Beat Break Morning Show, the Beat Break Podcast, Sean Garvey, DJ Rollum. Shout out to Dynasty Smith out and about doing her thug thizzle. G on the, I don't want to say the ones and twos, but behind the scenes making us look good and sound good. We got a special guest in the studio that we're going to talk to in just a few moments. Taj, a.k.a. Taj Be Like on IG, if you follow her.
Hey
We're going to talk to her about the modeling life. We're gonna talk about some other things too coming up. Right. Also, we got the 411 wire.
All right.
The hot 411 wire, keeping you in the loop on what's going on in entertainment. And if we have time, we'll get into some fake news or not fake news.
Alternative facts.
Alternative facts, man. That bet wasn't a fake news, by the way, y'all. That is a true story. That is a true story.
Right.
Yep. No rideshare confessions.
No.
No rideshare.
No ride can't share confession.
No rideshare
I don't
confession.
even use it anymore.
You don't even.
No, I drive myself.
Okay, all right. Bad and bougie.
Maybe I'm going to the airport, but I do try to avoid that.
Right.
It's people crazy.
Let's just go ahead and introduce our guest, by the way,
Yes,
ladies
yes.
and gentlemen. She is from Jersey. We got another Jersey native in the building. And also congratulations to her for making the front issue. I think it's only fair to say front issue of Voyage ATL, popular publication, which we're not on yet. I'm gonna tell you, Voyage ATL don't like Sean Garvey. They don't like Sean. They do not like Sean Garvey. I'm telling you. I never said anything bad about Voyage ATL, but I think they don't like Sean Garvey because of my controversial comments and
Controversial is more fun.
It is. It is.
I mean, that's what makes it go.
Yes. But there's nothing controversial about this sister that we're getting ready to bring on.
Oh.
I mean, unless she got some stuff she want to expose on the podcast.
My little bag of secrets.
You know, bag of secrets. Let's go ahead and open those bag of secrets out then. Taj in the building.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming through. Yeah, we had a mutual friend who said that we had her on the podcast, but I think she would also be good on your podcast too.
Yeah.
Because I think she will bring more of her stuff out of the bag than what we could allow her to do on this particular podcast.
That's right. And
Yeah.
I'm ready and I want to, so let's do it.
I
All
gotta
right,
ask
we're
you
ready.
this.
We're ready.
I gotta ask you this because you are we're gonna get into into the modeling life and everything of that sort, but you actually came through one time to see our operations.
Two.
Oh,
Just
operation.
the one time.
Yeah, that one time
Okay.
of the show.
Yes.
So you got a behind the scenes look of how we get down, how we operate, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I kept looking at you because you kept shaking your head at some of the questions or some of the stuff that I was saying.
Yeah.
I don't know if you agreed or disagreed or what have you. I mean, you felt some type of way. And by the way, I'm talking about the blind date show
Oh yeah.
that we did a couple of weeks ago. Shouts to CJ, C to the J. He was the co-host of the show. And we had one of the Barge brothers. Not Chico.
Did you really say the Barge brother, man?
The DeBarge. One of the lost members of the DeBarge.
Lost members.
Yeah.
I
Superstar.
had a lot of opinions, but I couldn't say because
No, well, hey, this
was
is the
off
perfect time.
camera,
This is the
so-
perfect. Oh, by the way, we gotta show the IG people. They say, "Ooh, who's that lovely voice out there?"
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, so we gotta talk about what you have some opinions.
Yeah. I had a lot of opinions that day. Oh, I had so much feedback to give.
Okay.
Man, I really missed a lot on that show.
Yeah, you can always go back and listen on demand, thinkingoutloudnetwork.com or on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an interesting. I'm so glad I came to that day. I learned a lot
What are your opinions, really quick? What are some of your opinions from the show?
on
On-
the daters.
Yes. Let's talk about the daters first. What is your opinion about the daters?
I can see why he's single. Let me just say that. Like,
What-
you can
was it
see
because-
the red flags, like things you don't want in a person. They were just.
Was it because of some of the questions he asked the daters?
It was just the mannerisms, the questions he asked. Like, if I was on a date with him, I would be trying to look for my exit. How can I get out of this?
I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
right back, and then
you one of those?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
I mean, that would have been a real.
You know what it really
And I
messed
sit
him up?
through some bad ones. I have sat through some bad ones in the past, and that one I don't think I would have been able to stay.
You would have probably said, "Let me go and powder my nose or something." Go old school.
I think with him, I would have just I try to be nice and diplomatic, and thank you so much, but I gotta go. But with him, I would have just been like, dude, you are horrible. And
You went raw.
Taxi?
You went raw on him. Then.
He would have gotten it. It wouldn't have been no sugarcoating.
No sugarcoat.
None. And I felt so bad for the ladies, and Lord.
So basically, not only when you said now you know why he's single, more likely the way you think he is, because I don't know if that was a show or performance or something like that, he's going to more likely stay single, right?
He will stay single.
He will stay single.
I'm just a firm believer that people are meant for everyone.
You do?
Yeah. But then again, some people should just remain single though.
Oh yeah, he's probably definitely in one of those then, right?
I mean, he's gonna probably find somebody. I mean, look, like his personality.
There's somebody for everybody.
There's somebody for everybody, right?
But he had a lot of red flags, so I'm gonna say no.
Okay, so we got to find a woman that had a lot of red flags too, so they can match.
We don't condone toxic relationships.
I ain't saying toxic. I said red flags. I just said red flags.
Two red flag people.
Two red flags
makes a big toxic mess.
I mean, when you mix a red with another red, does that become what? Red or another color?
Okay, touche. But no, he was just
wow.
no. A lot of red flags.
Okay.
That would have been I'm gonna decline this one.
Decline.
No, we said
swipe,
opinions.
Which way is it? Swipe right for now?
What's that? Tinder?
Tinder. Now there's Tinder and Bumble and
I don't know them. I just know about maybe years ago when you was on Tinder, you was like swipe it, swiping and all that. So
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tanya.
I said years ago.
Yeah. Now we said opinions with an S. So what were some other opinions that you have?
Just
about?
even some of the things that C to the J was saying, some of the things you were saying.
Okay.
It was I would have to go back and watch it to say exactly why, and it would come back to me what it was. But
I know one of the things that I said too was
do a reaction video.
yeah. No, because there was something that I felt really strongly about. And
I shared it. One of the things I shared in the dating show was that I was talking to this one sister. She took something that I said out of context in a conversation that made her feel some type of way to where she stopped talking to me. Only thing I asked her was, how do you manage working in your 9-to-5 job with acting? I wanted to know from a standpoint because I also dibbled and dabbled in acting. I know it can be hard at times too, especially when you're on a 12-hour set and you got to go to work the next day.
Right.
That's all I was wondering. And then plus, I see that as a good question too, because you want to know what you're dealing with if it gets to that next level. Like if you doing this and you doing that, we're living in the times right now where people are working 3-4 jobs.
Right.
If you're working 3 or 4 jobs, how are you going to find time to make a relationship happen?
I think I remember what I was thinking with did you ever get the why behind why she stopped?
She just, and I don't like to assume, I just speculated that question, she just took what I said out of context and she just ended the call. Like, I don't know. I won't find out out until 3 or 4 years from now if we cross paths, because some people don't tell you the honest truth until 3 or 4. I'm just speaking from personal experience.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That is a hard line, and I really do try to be diplomatic as much as I can when it comes to stuff like that. But I also am not in the business of like hurting feelings either. Mm-hmm. So sometimes it will be that gradual like fade out scenario. Just if it's like, I'm like, no, I can't. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. So.
Right.
I think she had a situation going on. I think is what, if I remember.
Oh, you think she found somebody better than Sean Garvey?
I think she was dealing with somebody else, possibly. I would need to like really look at what it was. I remember thinking,
listen, Tosh, this is the city of players and pimps.
Oh,
so I know what it is.
Is that just a woman intuition that you saying?
Yeah, I was like, that sounds like a bunch of bullshit. First
one. You don't have to be a Kanye West. Sorry, Christians.
I was like, she's full of it. She is full of it, and I wish I could talk to her to get some background on what the situation.
So, do you think a lot of ladies are passing up on the good guys and the nice guys, especially down here in Atlanta?
Oh gosh, this Atlanta cesspool.
I know this is
here.
a topic. I know this is another topic for another show. We did kind of take it there, but
I think the way women and men interact in Atlanta is very different. It is a little like petri dish that needs to be dissected.
Wow.
And, yeah.
And I like that analogy.
Yeah. It's different. Let's just say next month will make 2 years since I moved here from North Carolina, and it's different. Y'all set up different in Atlanta. I'm gonna just say that.
Okay.
So I think it's just a lot of like posing and people lying on how they really live and lying about their lives, living double lives.
Ooh. I had a conversation with a friend.
That's too much thinking for me, man. I couldn't do anything like that.
Yeah.
I couldn't do all that.
I had a conversation with a friend of mine about that the other night.
Girls interact a certain way here, and I'm not a part of how they. And I do not equate myself with how women interact with men and how they go about doing things here. And I think it's because of the ratio. It's more women to men.
Right.
Yeah, we hear that a lot.
Right. It's like that.
And men move accordingly. Like, I got all these options. I'm not gonna just be with you. I'm gonna be with you, you. And I'm trying to lie about it as much as possible until it comes to the light.
Yeah. But I'll be honest. I'll be honest because I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd, weird type of guy. You know, you don't find those kind of guys out here like me out here, you know. But at least with me, I've come to the realization that honesty is the best policy. Honesty. As long as you honest with whoever you seeking and you all on the same page with each other, that's cool.
Transparency is good. There's not a lot of it here. There's like none.
Oh, you said that with the big eyes, like the Bernie Mac eyes.
There's like very little transparency. Everything is a facade and posing, pretending to be one thing and be something.
Do you think it's the age too? Because I know that with the younger crowd, it's like that.
It's the old man too.
Old man too. So old man like me. People in their 40s and whatnot.
In their 40s. I'm just like, because the guy, he was like, what, 39?
He was in his late 30s, yeah. About 37, 38.
No, I think and I was just looking at him like, there's no way he acts like this.
Wow.
His behavior was like unacceptable.
Wow.
No judgment. I'm not a judgmental person.
No, I got you.
I was like, is this real? This gotta be punked. I mean, I'm for real. I was like, this is just for laughs. You know, people do stuff just TMZ worthy or view worthy.
Well, welcome to the Big Break. Welcome to the Big Break podcast, the Big Break Morning Show. Welcome.
On purpose and bust their ass just for the views.
Yeah.
I was just like, that's what this is. But the more the interview went on, I was just like, oh, this is him. This is really. He's not putting on a front.
Right.
This is like his personality. There was like way too many red flags.
Oh. So back to the red flags. So
that disqualified him.
Yeah. So basically, for some reason, that's why he's still single and still doing the same stuff, thinking that's supposed to get a woman.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's just like, okay, everybody has their thing, that could be like considered off or strange to general public, but it's just like your interactions with people, if you can't find that common ground, like, there's nothing you can do. You
know what I think it is too? This is just my opinion. I really think is this. A lot of people just don't read. They don't read because they make stories, they have articles, and they're not reading posts and comprehending the posts that people say of why I'm this way and I'm single because of this and that.
And they don't read the profiles on the dating apps too.
No, yeah. But if they have one. If they have one.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm thinking, that there's a lack of reading. So if you're not
profile,
reading,
you just look good. I just want to smash pretty much.
Nobody cares about the profile. They just want to get to the end zone.
I mean, that's what I think is the lack of it. If you're not reading on different levels and stuff, so you can understand, because we're in the 21st century. We have all this social media going on, all this internet-based stuff, and everything. And if you're not reading and comprehending the materials that you're reading, that's why you keep doing the same stuff. That's why them red flags keep hanging around. You wonder why you by yourself at night. You thinking like, I wish. What's that song about? Wish?
I was just.
Oh, Ray J?
Yeah.
Not Ray J. Oh, wait, no. The other one.
Was it Carl Thomas?
I wish I never met him.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, Lord, that's all you doing is wishing. If you wishing, what are you doing to?
Right.
I'm not saying everybody has to change, but some change has to be involved.
Right.
It's like like how you eat every day, how you work every day, whatever case may be. You want to be better. So what do you want to be? How are you going to do yourself better if you're not changing some of the things that you?
He's hoping on luck. He hopes, or he's wishing that someone would like take him serious. No one would take
on
him
that same
serious.
stuff. Why he's still single and not change some of the stuff that he used to or still continues doing instead of changing it, knowing that okay. If these women are not liking what I'm doing then, and they're still doing it now, and they still not liking it, don't you think
I don't
they need
think
to change?
he knows. As I was watching the interview, I was just like, he has no clue
He has no clue.
that everything that's coming out of his mouth is a red flag. His mannerisms.
Hey, well, you sound like fire then to me.
Yeah.
What sign are you?
I wonder if you can guess.
Scorpio. You either Scorpio or Pisces.
I would say you were close because Scorpio is very similar to Taurus. So I'm a Taurus.
Okay.
You're a Taurus. Oh, man.
A proud Taurus.
A proud Taurus. A proud Taurus. Okay.
Oh, boy.
No, but hold on.
No, I
'cause
love
already
I
know-
love Tauruses.
I
I
already
love
know
them.
why. I already know why he's saying that. Because I'm
what?
very intuitive. So
Why I say that?
I'm sure you're thinking of somebody that you know, a female Taurus, right? That you've know in some capacity.
Yeah, rolling on the story.
Is her
Rolling on the story.
is the person, is that who you're thinking about, or somebody else?
No, you on the money. You on the money.
Are they a May Taurus?
What is that?
May, because I'm April.
April.
I
Oh,
was thinking
she's
you were
April.
May.
No,
She's April.
she's April.
Yeah.
Okay.
End of April. Like April.
Usually when guys say that about Taurus women, it's because they're thinking about May Taurus, which is closer to Gemini. And we all know Geminis are batshit crazy. They are.
Yeah.
Because they're two, it's two. You know,
Right.
the twins, two personalities, they're bipolar.
Right.
So May Taurus tend to be more like Gemini. I'm like right on the cusp of Aries. So I'm an Aries Taurus cusp.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, I display more Aries traits than Taurus, but I am a proud Taurus. I can be very stubborn. But all the good stuff about Taurus, I am.
So you think Taurus? Do you think Tauruses and Aquarians? Because I'm an Aquarius. Do you think they blend well?
No.
They don't.
Damn.
But hold on.
Wow.
Are you a February Aquarius?
I'm a
or
January.
Aquarius?
I'm a January
Okay,
Aquarius.
so possibly. I'll say possibly.
Well, damn.
I'll say possibly. I'll say February Aquarius are horrible.
What?
Because they are.
Oh yeah, he's a February Aquarius.
Look at you crying.
Who's a Taurus?
No. He's an Aquarius.
Well, who was the Taurus that you were talking about?
The Taurus I'm talking about is my friend.
I thought you
My
said he
friend.
was a Taurus.
No. My ex/friend.
Okay,
she's a Taurus.
you're a February Aquarius. Okay, let me. I'm not gonna put my foot in my mouth because I already did. But
Yeah.
February Aquarius. Let me go on my bashing spree of Aquarius. Are
Awesome.
narcissistic. I don't think you're narcissistic. Are you towards the middle of February? Say you're in the middle. Say
No.
you're closer to Pisces.
Early February.
No.
Oh, early what? February what?
11.
Okay, I think you're okay.
All right, time now for the hot 411 wire.
No one has said that about me.
Aquarius, I actually, on my story, literally today, I posted signs that, don't write, didn't I? And it was 3 signs. It was Aquarius. What was it? Pisces, probably? Dang. Okay. It was 3 signs specifically. Signs that think they don't do shit wrong ever. Aquarius, Scorpio, Capricorn?
I don't know. You
Aquarius
tell me.
was definitely on there. Because I'm like, yep.
I accept when I do wrong.
Do you admit though. 'Cause
Yes.
accepting and admitting is two different
My
things.
girl says now she'll go on me and say now and I put my head down and I accept everything that I know I did wrong.
Can you give me an example of what you do wrong? Because, it's not that hard to do right and wrong. I feel like there's like a bunch of different things that women and men know that they shouldn't do and that they should do. How many times are you getting in trouble?
I don't get in trouble that much.
You don't get in trouble that much?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
He used to be that dude though. Back in
Yeah,
the day.
yeah. My 20s.
That be more. I'm telling you, man.
Okay, so like of recent, what was something you got in trouble for, if you can say? I want to know
I'm gonna
because
just sip on my water real quick.
I mean,
sips water.
okay, all right. I'm not gonna get into too much detail, but I want to give you give an idea.
Version. Okay.
I was aware of something, and I didn't check up on it. So basically, if I had checked up on it, I wouldn't got a slight bash about it. So basically, I should always check up on something when I know it's present and don't wait to the end and act like nothing didn't happen. Too broad?
So was it a forgetful thing or something that?
I just didn't bother to say anything.
Okay, so why? Yeah, it is really broad. I can't
Well,
make it. I can't make an assessment. So
Well, basically, let me get a little deeper
Give
in.
something so I can
Okay,
make
all right.
some
Let's use it. I'm not saying exactly what happened. We'll
Okay.
use this scenario.
okay.
All right. She was doing something, and I was supposed to check up on what she has done, and got hurt, and she got hurt, and I knew she got hurt, but I left it alone because she's so independent. So I just let her, get her healing together by herself, and I didn't check up on her.
So it was like a care. I mean, not care. It was like
A caring situation. It's like a caring situation.
So did she get injured?
No, not injured. Just she was
But
hurting.
so okay, and you didn't check her state to
Yeah.
see if she was okay,
Right.
and that was that earned you a verbal bashing.
Not super verbal bashing. I can't even really recall right off the top of my head when she does a verbal bashing. She has to
Okay.
say that because my memory sucks on that.
Okay.
'Cause I just know what not to repeat again.
Right. So was it like she felt like you didn't care and you didn't do your job as like?
Well, she knew I cared. I just didn't do my due diligence by checking up on her.
Oh, that's you really picked a safe boo boo that you did, but okay.
I'm telling you, this
can-
was the
we can
old
move-
DJ
we can-
Roland. That was the old DJ Roland.
That was a real safe boo boo. That doesn't give me enough, but okay, we'll go with
Now,
that.
you want me to go back in the past? Now I can go back.
give me
Okay,
some,
all right.
like
All right.
Let's get a real thing here.
It's really this other person's fault. This not even Tony. This is another person who got my last damn nerves. I'm glad I ain't with her no more. All right. All right. Everybody knows about ATL. All right.
Not just the movie. By the way.
Not the. All right. Live in South Atlanta, Fulton County. All right? And she lives in Kennesaw, which is further than
That's-
Powder Springs. That's a
that's
long.
a hike.
Yeah,
That's a
serious hike. Okay. All right. I'm picking her up, and I'm picking her up, and she complains that I'm late, and I'm like, I said it takes over 30 minutes to get to your house. I said that. Then when we get, all that stuff, we go to where we're supposed to go, leaving from Kennesaw all the way back down to basically South Atlanta, the Swats area. And then she was wondering why I'm not introducing her as my sort of girlfriend. I'm like, we ain't there yet. Why you worrying about me trying to put a label on you and whatnot? And then she starts tripping and like, all right, and then she was like, all right, take me to get something to eat and whatnot. I'm like, all right, where you want to eat? I don't know, just take me somewhere. I'm like,
Yeah, she talking to you like a pimp already, bro.
I'm waiting to see what your fault in this is. I'm still waiting.
my
for
fault was that I didn't really give her enough communication of the distance and the time frame So she kind of got on me about that, and I'm like, I'm trying to tell you.
These are all safe boo-boos you're naming. They're
I thought the fault was you didn't be like, hey, woman, look here. You ain't going to talk to me like that.
Right.
I thought about it.
Aquarius, strong Aquarius. I stand by my initial assessment.
Well, if everybody really knows me, I really can't bash like that. That's not even in my personality. You got to piss me off. That's all I can say.
I just want to know what you do wrong where you get in trouble for stuff.
I don't really get in trouble.
Okay.
I really don't. I'm one of them rare ones that I'm so quiet that you don't know what's happening.
Oh, you're one of those, I'm different from all men.
Yes!
Oh,
There you go! There you go!
Lord. I'm going to call bullshit.
Oh, shit.
Hey, listen.
No, she did.
No, call it how you want it.
Oh, man.
Call it how you want it.
Just saying, but I digress.
Call it how you want it.
I'm gonna just say Taurus is the best sign. Period. Point blank. No questions asked.
That's why I don't take them.
A Taurus is the best, most loyal sign you will ever meet. I know you said
My ex. My ex.
but she was an April Taurus.
Yeah.
Shame on her for whatever she did, because she making us look bad. I mean, I make us look good, but even
really?
one,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, Leos are the best right now.
Leos are not.
And you want to bet? That's what
I would
she
say
is.
it goes. I don't know any Leo women, so I can't speak for it.
I tell you the type of women I attract. I attract Tauruses, I attract Geminis, and I attract Cancers.
Cancers are good. Cancers are really loving and caring. I don't know what. Can you tell me? Can we just get some? Tell me what she did. Like, what did she do?
Well,
Because we're supposed to be super loyal.
Yeah.
So
she called in to one of the podcasts that me, DJ Rollum, Sharia Thomas, and Mr. Moody were doing. Told me that she was on a lunch date with a guy, and
were you already in a relationship?
we were in a friends and lovers relationship.
Oh, friends with benefits.
I guess that's how y'all call it in 2020.
That's what it's always been called if it's not a relationship.
Oh,
You guys
FMBs.
like these gray areas.
FMB.
We were
And
friends.
obviously, women don't like gray areas, hence why she was giving you
We were friends and lovers
crap.
with boyfriend and girlfriend elements. Put it to you like this. Because we started out dating and then we went from boyfriend and girlfriend. And it was just a couple of things that, so like, she was like, we were in two different places in our careers at first.
Okay.
And then she said to me that she just wasn't ready for a guy like myself because she wasn't used to dating guys like me.
Okay.
She's used to dating guys that were well more established,
Okay.
that were pretty much the identical of her. She's an extrovert. I'm an introvert.
Okay.
And the guys that she dated before in the past were a bunch of a-holes. And then when she met me, I was just completely different.
Okay.
So she wasn't ready for a person like myself. I wasn't ready for the type of woman she was because I wasn't used to.
She's extroverted.
Right.
Sometimes
but at the
it
same
doesn't.
time,
Yeah.
yeah, but I was in love with her.
Okay.
Right? I was in love with her, loved her to death. And so during that podcast, she called in, said what she said. I felt some type of way about it, to be honest with you. We had a couple of conversations and she broke things off with me. Yeah.
This
This the first time ever.
Behavior.
So the breakup wasn't when she called in and told you she was at lunch?
Yeah, that's pretty
So that was when
ballsy.
it was
Right.
But it was because of COVID. We haven't seen each other in months. And so she felt that the months that we did not spend with each other, we were starting to feel like friends, even though I felt like we were still a couple.
Did you talk every day
Yeah.
on the phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did everything right. Did everything right.
Wait.
I did everything right. I did.
So
I did
you
everything
feel
right.
it's because she just likes dating assholes that it just wasn't compatible.
Well, put it to you like this. It was the type of guy she was attracting to because of her energy. And I'm a firm believer in the energy that you put out there is what you're going to attract. She's a very loving type of person, but she even admitted that she can be mean at times
Okay.
because of her upbringing, where she comes from. By the way, she comes from Baltimore, also. No shade on Baltimore. I love my Baltimore. Shout outs to the Griff man, by the way. He's on
Yeah,
mine.
right.
But he's more.
Right.
But it was just, the community. We were just on two different communication levels, personality wise, that type of thing. And so, but it really, really hurt me a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's messed up. And I'm.
Because I was one of the good guys. I was a Lawrence. I was a Lawrence from Insecure.
Oh, Lawrence.
What, you?
Oh, Insecure. That's a good show. Shout out to Insecure. Y'all need a new person on the show because I'm ready.
You ready? What? You ready to take who? You ready to take Lawrence away from East or what?
Well.
Or no,
so,
you like, or like
no,
now you like.
Okay, so good, yeah.
Or what about Asian Bay? You're like, I got Asian Bay.
Asian Bay. He's funny. And that's such a good show. And it really pulls from real life stuff. Like, okay,
that's
so
why
Issa and Lawrence, they finally got it together, but he got the other girl pregnant.
Right.
Oh, that's a deal breaker. You gotta go, sweetie. I'm sorry.
But that was Issa's fault though.
It is. It is so messed up. It's like, dang, they finally got it together.
Yeah.
And that little break situation with her, and now she's having a baby. He's like, why don't you just have an abortion? I don't think any man should tell any woman to have an abortion. It's just like, he was pissed though. I felt his pain, but still, he was wrong. That was he would have got slapped for that.
He didn't really tell her to have an abortion.
He was like, no, you already had an abortion. You can't have this baby. That's basically saying go get rid of it. That's basically what he said in so many words. You don't think he did?
Nah. Because we straightforward. We're like, hey.
She said she was gonna have it.
Well, she said that regardless of whether you in the baby's life or not, I'm good.
Right. But he just was objecting. He was like, nah, you can't do that. He did. I'm pretty sure. I have to go back and watch.
Yeah, go back and watch it.
All right, whatever.
Because I think that's. Because, we would say one thing. A lot of us would say one thing, and then we'll say something completely different. Like, I don't want this to happen, but if it's going to happen, it's going to happen.
Right. That's a good show, though.
Yeah.
They have a lot of...
You see where we just drowning our sorrows sometimes? And I've been very candid.
Not me.
I've been very candid about my personal life.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well,
Because, the dating show, because I was supposed to be the dater.
Oh, that day?
Yeah. I was supposed to be the dater.
You would have did much better. That wouldn't have been like, oh, he has red flags. I would have much rather have been you than him.
Ladies.
Say that. Because okay, not for nothing, but he didn't really seem like he had like a lot of common sense.
Not a lot of common sense.
Common sense is not common.
You got that right.
So he was off the deep end, boy. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wow.
It was hard to watch. I was like, this got to be a joke.
Okay, then. With that being said, I know you've been on plenty of dates like him. So, can you tell us?
Yeah, I'll tell you about one, and I sat through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so the guy was a friend of a coworker, and she was like, he's a good guy, but he's really intense. I was like, what do you mean by it? What does that mean? Right. Oh, I found out. When I went on the date.
Okay.
This was like 4 years ago or so. And
so you were in North Carolina at that time?
I was in North Carolina.
Okay.
And he picked me up, and then I remember him saying, he opened the door. He was real big on opening car doors. Cool, chivalry. All right, cool. Open the door. Right. I'm not going to be super impressed by that. because it's a car door at the end of the day.
It's a car door. It's a car door.
I think I can manage, but, he opened the car door. Cool, whatever. So then he's in the car, and he's like, man, I don't have my wallet. I'm like,
uh-oh.
Wait.
What?
Whoa.
So that means you don't have your license. That was the first red flag.
Red flag.
Oh, yeah, I left my wallet in my other pants or something. So I'm just like, this Negro is driving me and my precious life with no license. And he black. And so God forbid we get pulled over because it was still bad 4 years ago.
Right.
With the whole, racial.
Bad since 400 years ago.
Right.
I know, right? I had that double zero
I'm
to
just
it.
saying, like, that came to mind, like, please don't let us get pulled over. Please don't let us get pulled
Where
over.
the hell is he going to take you and you ain't got no money?
He had money, but he didn't have his license. I
Didn't have
can't
his-
remember exactly what it was, but the license was not present.
The license
And
was
I'm
not
just
present.
thinking, like, for me, I need to talk to someone who's responsible. And if you don't have your license on you, you're not really that responsible. So already I'm thinking red flag.
Right.
This is a problem. But let's just continue on with the date. So
Last date.
He drives right, first and only date with this
Right.
person. He drives erratically.
Oh, Lord.
So I'm just like, Lord, please, if you let me get back. Oh, Lord, I'm going to curse this girl out for setting me up with him. Because that was bad. Like, if you don't have your license and you want to drive erratic, I would love to get to the place in one piece. That's all. That's really all.
You just trying to get that meal.
No. And that's what I was going to say.
I don't think she. The only thing she give a damn about the meal. She didn't give a damn about her life.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
See, so that's another misconception. Yes, women do that. I don't.
Okay.
I would much rather go get food by myself than deal with a crazy person any day. A meal is not that important. I have my own money.
All right.
I don't need a dude to take me out for the free meal.
Okay.
Lots of women do it, especially here. And
Oh,
so,
yeah, they do.
and
Oh,
so
yeah.
I get it. And, guys, and so then, I end up, guys are all, I don't want to take you out on a date. I don't want to spend money. I'm like,
Well, damn, what do you want to do then? This kills my nerves. Why you always want to damn smash every time they see somebody?
I think he was trying to take you to Barnes and Nobles. Maybe.
No, he wanted, no, get this. On more than one occasion, and this has only happened to me in Atlanta, they go, oh, I want to come over and
Netflix and
cook
chill.
No, it's not. It's worse. It's worse.
Worse than Netflix and chill.
Worse than Netflix and chill. Like, okay, I can understand that. Yeah, I want to come over. I want to cook for you. Oh, okay. But what you finna cook? Oh, whatever you have.
That is a nice line.
You want to come over to my house? But mind you, I don't know this person.
Right.
I don't know this person. Just beginning stages.
Wow.
I want to come over to your house, cook, and help myself to a free meal at your house.
Wow.
Free meal at
Let me
Taj's
tell you,
house.
more than one guy has done this. So I reason that they live at home with their mom. They have to.
Wow.
Like I could understand in Netflix and chill. Like, okay, invite me to your house.
Right.
I don't know you, so as a woman, you're not coming to my house until I like fully vet you. Like, you're not coming to my house. Don't accuse me of, oh, you must live with a dude. No, I don't know you. You can't come to my house, sweetie, ever.
Man.
So yeah, I want to come over. We're gonna smoke a little. I don't smoke.
Smoking it. This is sound like an R&B song. We're gonna smoke a little.
For real, yeah, for real.
Chill.
And then I'm just like, I was like, you're not coming to my house, sweetie. Like,
That's a title of a song. You're not coming to my house.
and he's like, I mean, for real, one person, I have the text message. I keeps receipts, okay? I have the text messages where this dude was just like, I mean, I just didn't want to spend no money. Like, he was straight up. I was like, well, sweetie, I'm not the one that you need to be talking to. You have a nice day inviting yourself over to cook food in my house.
He didn't even think about going some grocery shopping or nothing.
He didn't even at the bare minimum, like, okay, you want to come over to my house to cook for me? First of all, I'm very picky when it comes to food, so I really don't know if I want you to cook for me like that, so that's probably like a no. But like at the bare minimum, if you wanted to try that, like say, I'm going to go pick up a steak, some salmon, and lobster, and I'm going to come diced and cook that up at your house.
So if it's a guy you really into, right? Would you cook? You would cook for him. If it's a guy you're into.
Skipping steps. We're not talking about me cooking for them.
You said it wrong, son. You said it wrong.
We're not at that yet. He skipped many steps.
Nah, you really skip.
I'm just thinking fast forward.
No, you
No,
going too
too
fast
fast.
forward. Too fast, man. You going to the end of the CD, man. We're talking about the beginning.
Live said they just
I know there's levels to this.
Disagree. I don't know what they were because I was.
That was earlier. That was earlier.
Okay.
I disagree. Shout out to the Griff man, by the way. What you disagree on? What
If
you
he
disagree
would
on?
have at the very least said, I'm a
Oh,
bring
she
some
asked.
greens over, salad, cook it up. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got.
Nah.
Sweetie,
See, that's the thing. This is what I would have done. Now, I love my girl, but this is what I would have done. This is what I've done because I've done this. It was a long time ago. Okay, the girl that I said was crazy who had to go out to get a Kennesaw. This is what I did it for in the beginning. Okay, I went to Publix. Before I went to Publix, I said, "What would you like for me to cook? You come to my house." And I said, I'll cook for you. What would you like to have? And she told me I would like some steak and potatoes. So I went to make sure I didn't wait like
Steak, potatoes. I'm sorry, you got me thinking about that song, Robert.
She would like steak, potatoes, and some broccoli. All right. So I make sure everything was fresh. So I make sure that when I bought it, it was on that at least a day beforehand. I can't remember. And all that stuff. And I did it like that, and she really enjoyed it because when you cook, when you cook, you put love into it. Yeah. So you do it like that. You do it like that and whatnot. So I'm like, if you're gonna do that for somebody that you're interested in and everything, you got to do it right. Stop. I'm half-stepping stuff, and that's the problem with a lot of folks. They keep half-stepping on what they really want to do. Yeah. Do I want to? Yeah, I want to do it, but I want.
But we know that, and we know. I mean,
exactly.
If you're being honest, we know that.
Yeah.
But if you, I guess he really thought he was finna get some buns, eating up my food.
Right.
Buns meaning
at my house.
Your food that you spent your hard-earned money on and whatnot.
Bro, he was a dub, and that was somebody here, and I've had more than one person try that. Oh, and another one tried the whole. I'm gonna come over. I was like, but what we finna do? You can't come up in here. He's like, oh, we could just sit in the car and talk.
Oh, that's that high school stuff.
That's
that high school stuff right there, bro.
Wait a minute, you gotta be lying.
That's that.
You gotta. I was like,
that's that North Clayton. Banneker High School.
God dang.
He was like, you making a big deal out of nothing. I'm just like, bro, just say you're broke, honey. Just say you poor.
Yeah, you broke.
You broke. If it's that, I'm not that picky. I have my certain restaurants I like to go to. Mm-hmm. They're really not crazy. I will go to Red Lobster. I know some people some girls they won't do that. No, you got to take me to Roof Chris. Beyonce said. Yeah. Beyonce said you can't go to Red Lobster.
No, she said if you take me to Red Lobster. What did she say?
Well, I'm not a disciple under Beyonce. I don't really like.
There was something she said about Red Lobster.
I'm not a part of Beehive.
I can't remember. I remember her saying something. I just can't remember exactly what. But the thing,
if you did it right, she take him to Red Lobster.
Right.
Yeah.
She said if you do it to them right, they'll take you to Red Lobster. So Red Lobster is okay. But Red Lobster is also not that expensive. You know, some girls they want you to take them to Capitol Grill, Roof Chris, Sullivan's, places like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean a lot of
that's on no damn first date.
I dropped 70 last week.
But that's what they do, and
that's the damn problem.
But that's what they do.
It
They
will
get
get
away
expensive.
with it, you know.
It will get expensive if you get the alcohol though.
If you get alcohol, and so I think for me because I don't drink alcohol when I go to restaurants. Like I already know my shit's not gonna add up to be like super crazy. So I get annoyed when people come with the like bare minimum. Like I'm gonna sit in your car and talk. I'm gonna sit in your car and talk to you.
Okay, what's the bare minimum of taking you out? Let's tell our listeners. What's the bare minimum?
So if somebody knew, like it was actually a blind date, I was like, just take me to Cheesecake Factory.
Okay,
Cheesecake Factory.
So when I say minimum price,
so what I get,
$30.
So it's not minimum price. Just I'm gonna get whatever meal I get. It's not gonna have no alcohol.
Right.
And since I'm not getting alcohol, I do want a slice of cheesecake.
Okay.
So an entree and a slice of cheesecake. What does that add up?
Let's go ahead and add that up. Like, whoever been to the Cheesecake Factory?
I've been to Cheesecake Factory.
You been to? How much is it?
Man, it's like
about 30 a plate.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 30 a plate.
And is that
That's 60.
reasonable? Is
That's
that
60.
reasonable?
That's reasonable on the first date.
On the first date.
On the first date.
They
That's
don't even
reasonable.
want to do. They don't even want to to know.
No, they
where
want
you-
Happy Meals and all that stuff.
I'm telling
I
you.
don't want to spend. I don't. That's it. I will get change for my 20. That's
Yeah.
what they want to
When
get.
Ice Cube said, "You think of lobster?" I'm thinking Burger King.
And it's
They
just,
want change from a 20 on a first date. That's what they're thinking, and that's sad.
I really try to pick a middle ground. I try to pick a place that they'll want to eat the food too. Cheesecake Factory has like a wide menu.
Right. Okay.
I'm not taking you to pick your pockets. I'm taking you to have, but most
No, this is it, right?
most
Hey, a
girls
black-owned
do.
business. Hey, black-owned business. I'm just saying, you're not gonna take you're not gonna take a first day into the black-owned business now.
What most women do,
Right.
and like, so I get this shit level. I want to come over and eat
Oh,
up
she
your
said-
fucking cabinet. I'm just like, no, Negro,
She-
get up out my inbox,
She
please.
is shitting on black-owned businesses. Yeah.
Wait. So let me go back real quick to the guy without the license. So that was red flag number 1, right?
Right.
Okay.
Is that North Carolina?
Driving erratically.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Red flag number 2, driving erratically without said license.
Mm-hmm.
So we get there in one piece. I'm like, thank you, Jesus.
Right.
So I make what ended up being the fatal mistake of opening my own car door to
Damn,
get out.
because he already did it 2 times already.
No, just opening it up to let me get in. So
Okay.
now we're at the restaurant in one piece safely by the mercy of God,
Right.
okay? So I made the mistake of opening the car door without letting him
Right.
get the car door.
You want to be valet?
This Negro pushed me back into the car. I'm
Oh,
not
he put
even
his
lying.
hands on you. He put them hands on you.
Yeah.
He pushed
Lord.
me back into the vehicle.
You were all the way out. All the way out. By
I
that
was
time.
all the way. I think I might have closed the door
I
behind
was gonna
myself
say, there's
too.
no way you could get around it that fast.
He had to run. He had to run.
I gotta close the door. He got me back in the car. Closed the door.
Did he shove you on your shoulders? What?
I don't
Like,
remember. It's traumatic. I don't remember.
God.
She got
dog.
PTSD from that day, boy.
'Cause I was like, this can't be real. I was like, oh, the intense word is starting to culminate in my head. What
There it
she
is.
meant.
You
There
did,
it
did you
is.
even have the damn day? Because you ain't even got to the place
We ain't got to the
inside.
place yet. Oh my God. So, Lord. So, I was just like, bro, this can't. So I think he ended up like throwing me over his shoulder because I made a boo boo by getting out of the car. And I was like, and he carried me to the front door of the restaurant. Like, carried me. And I'm just like,
Was there a puddle?
he literally just scooped me up, yanked me over his shoulder, and now I'm like this, feet up in the air, and not in a good way. Like, I'm just like,
What were you wearing? Because I'm like,
I didn't have a dress. I had probably jeans on.
Okay.
It was a blind date, so I was just like, I'm not bringing out my best for this.
got you.
Ah.
Got you.
You know what you need? You probably need to start dating nerds. That's probably what you need to do. Start
He
dating
was
nerds.
just, he was
nerds.
intense. He was just intense. And
Intense,
so
man.
finally we sit down. He got to speak to every living soul in the restaurant. Oh, it's your birthday? Oh, yeah, happy birthday. Like, I was like, it was embarrassing.
Oh, he's an extrovert. Yeah.
And
Look at
and
that.
he was screaming. I was like, can you just a little bit. Now, aside from the etiquette of just public behavior, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I can't take this guy anywhere because he's too extra. I'm an introvert, so maybe that's why.
All right.
But it was too much. It was intense.
Yeah.
Too intense for me.
Uh-huh.
So, and on top of that, the way he ate his food was, I don't know if you guys seen Queen and Slim. I literally just watched it because I'm like, I need to see what the hype about the movie is. So, for research, because I talk about stuff. And the guy was eating the food crazy.
You smacking?
Smacking, food everywhere. It's flying, juices, some
Oh, yeah,
spices flying.
Oh, he
And
must
I'm-
be from that deep south, boy.
Yeah,
Eating
and
it.
I don't know where he's from. But I'm just thinking, I was like getting nauseous watching him eat because it was just so disgusting. But I was just like, get through the date. Oh, there's got to be a light at the end of the tunnel. I
Wait,
was
don't
like,
tell me he
can't
was
be-
talking. Don't tell me he was talking to you and eating at
Yeah.
the same time.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Lord.
Oh,
Oh, so he was like,
every
Yeah.
possible.
Hey, it was all, where are you from? You were doing all that.
Then when that was done, he decided to come sit on the booth with me. He needed to be right up on me, right here, and I'm just like, could you maybe go back over there. I'm trying to be nice. I'm diplomatic. I'm not like, get the hell away from me. Like, I don't do any of that. I'm just like, oh, God.
I can only imagine what the other people were thinking in their head when they saw this.
I was so embarrassed. And, like, I think I ended up having a conversation with him. I was like, you're really a lot. So I gave it another try. Like, that's how forgiving I can be. This is a Taurus trait. Very forgiving, loyal to a fault. I was just like, I feel like there's a good person in here. He just needs a little fine tuning. So I'm going to go on brunch. I'm going to go on a brunch date with him. Not for the food. We have to sit down. I have to see if he's normal. Because this was kind of crazy. So the next day I was like, please don't do any of the antics that you did last night. Let's just sit and talk. Lo and behold, we had a nice conversation like normal people.
Okay.
Meet up.
But the thing is, he told me, like, I feel like you're trying to change me. And I was like, you know what? I was like, you know what? You're right. It's probably not going to work. I don't want you to feel that way. Mm-hmm. I think you're a good person. You're just not good for me. We're not compatible. You're a little bit too much for me.
Right.
This is why I've been saying, because I did plenty of shows of this on WAOK, meetup versus the date. The difference between a meetup and a date is you actually meeting up with somebody to see if there's any compatibility and chemistry between the two before you actually go on the date. And a lot of people were against me for saying, no, Sean, there's no such thing as a meetup. There shouldn't be a meetup. There should be a date.
They actually said that.
Yes.
He's not wrong, but let me just tweak it a little bit. So that's why I don't do blind dates, especially after that anymore. I'm going to thoroughly talk to you on the phone and hopefully FaceTime. See if we even have that rapport just on a verbal context. Mm-hmm. So that's why I say I don't need to go on a date for the meal. If I get to the date point, it's because we've already had several conversations on the phone first.
Right.
So that awkward-y thing isn't going to be a factor. So it's been better doing it that way. But that's what he means by the meetup. But if that's what the date is, like, I actually had somebody to meet me up at, they wanted to do a meetup at a Starbucks. I'm like, well, I don't drink coffee, so. He was like, so you're not going to get anything from the Starbucks? I'm like, no. And I get there, and he was like, do you want anything? I was like, I already told you, like, I don't need anything from here. You can get whatever you're getting, your scone, latte.
Right.
But he treated me like I was weird because I didn't get anything. It's like, I don't need to spend your money just to get something.
So you're good with that.
Yeah.
You're good with that. You're good with that.
I'm okay. I see you want to get me something from Starbucks. Ooh, big spender. But I think I'll pass. I'm going to sit here and talk to you because that's what the point of us sitting down in this Starbucks is, because you don't want to take me on a date. To me, it's already a red flag.
I got to ask you.
We weren't compatible.
Okay.
He kept talking down to me. But yeah.
I got to ask you this, because we've had plenty of conversations on dating, how things didn't work, et cetera, et cetera. But as for you as an individual, because all of us in the studio and watching us live, we have some type of flaws, right? What do you think maybe some flaws about you that could drive men away or good men away?
Drive a good man away.
Mm-hmm.
I was recently asked this, and I don't really have a good answer. But somebody can vouch for me. It's not me. So
she cools people.
Yeah,
okay.
But like he said, there are some flaws. So I mean, you can still be good. Like all four of us are good. And, we're just seeing each other for the first time.
Yeah.
But what do you know about yourself that, dog, I need to work on or watch out for?
I mean, I just think I love hard. I think I love too hard.
Oh my God, that's an Aquarius.
Damn.
That's an Aquarius.
That is our trait. That is our trait.
It could be a bad thing, but I mean, not in the right hands, it won't.
Correct.
In the right hands, it won't. It will be appreciated, and I'm in my younger days, the clingy thing could have been a thing, but I know now not to do that.
Right.
I'm also, I know what has gotten me in trouble before. Being too honest and transparent. That has actually gotten me in trouble before. Give you an example. I'll give you a very strong example. Yeah. So I lost my virginity in college, okay, to my boyfriend. I fell in love. Like, I waited. Like, I actually waited till I fell in love. And
I mean, you made it to college, is what
I
I'm saying.
made it.
I mean,
No, nobody in high school.
You right.
I'm an introvert, so that's first and foremost. So in high school, you know, it was sports in school was my sole focus, and I was just extremely, like, bitterly shy. And, you know, girls didn't like me because guys liked me. I didn't care about that stuff, but it was problematic, so I tended to be, like, kind of a loner.
Right.
So in college, like,
I'm telling you, Aquarius traits, bro.
In college, I, like, spread my wings a little bit. I met somebody, actually, it was, like, love at first sight, fell in love, dated him for about, like, 6 or 7 months, and then I was like, okay, I'm ready. He didn't believe me when he met me that I was a virgin. I was like, well, I am.
Because you shaped like that and everything. You're like,
no,
it couldn't be.
In college, I was super slim.
Super slim.
This is all post-college, non-working out body.
Wow. Okay.
This is 5 to 10 years out of college, not working out body.
Okay.
All my college track body muscles are gone.
Oh, okay.
Put on weight from drinking a lot of milk. Get some milk, you know.
Look, does a body good?
Look, does a body good.
Yeah. I remember those commercials, bro. I'm telling you.
So, whatever. That's who I wanted to marry. Once we did the do, and I was like, oh, I love this. This is great.
I'm sprung.
I was like, this is who I want to marry when I have all his babies. That was the goal. And I was like, yeah. And he ended up cheating on me. Whatever. I wasn't even mad. I was hurt. You know? I was like, okay. And we broke up. He broke up with me. And I was like, whatever. We're 18, 19 years old. Freshmen in college. Like, he just needed to sow his oats. That's fine. He'll come back. He's not going to find nobody better than me.
That's a universal saying that women say.
But the thing is, because, like, I'm different. I'm cut different to
That's
this day.
That's the universal thing women say.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you.
I have to say this. My ex-wife said that.
No, but listen. Well, being that, look, we're still cool to this. I only got better with time, honey.
Okay, I'm just knowing what my wife ex-wife
freshman college to now, I've only gotten better with time, and I don't think he's found better. I mean, just to say that, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. But when he broke up with me, I was in a vulnerable state, and I went back home to Jersey, and I kind of ended up like dealing with somebody from high school because he called me in a weak moment. I wanted to be transparent, and I told him what I did. Oh, I was all kind of, you a whore. I was all kind of off of 2 people. That was just, he was like, well, you must have been dealing with him on the low. I was like, swear to God, like, if I waited for you, what makes you think I'm just going to hop to the next one? It did happen like that, but this wasn't somebody I knew. I grew up with him.
Right.
And he called me at a weak woman. It happens. It happens.
Wow.
But I was all kind of, you're whore and hoe, and how could you do that? But I didn't want to be dishonest because I knew we were going to get back together, and I didn't want that to be a secret. And I told him, like, what was it?
We're doing a show. We're doing a show. We're chatting with, we ain't going to. Not now.
End the call.
Doing a radio show. They probably want to comment.
Okay, all right. Now I understand you.
He didn't like. Somebody was like, well, why would you tell him what you really did? That wasn't smart. And I was just like, well, I'm honest. I don't want to, like, we're going to get together. Like, he needs to know what happened.
Okay.
And I told him, and
why does this sound like
I learned from that day you can't actually be honest with men. You kind of have to.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
Y'all can't handle the truth.
No.
Nah.
We men cannot handle the truth. Oh, I've been through that.
Y'all can't handle the
I've
truth.
been through that.
I think it's both ways.
Dating and just having general conversation.
Y'all can't handle
when you
the
tell
truth.
a woman the truth, they can't handle it.
No, we can handle it.
Even when we have to verbally say the truth, they say it themselves and they still can't handle it. I've been through that. Personally,
I think it's both. I think it's both ways, man.
Hey, look, I've seen women tell me the daggone truth, and I accepted it because I thought about it. Yeah, You all right. I am that particular way. I do that certain thing. But when I bring this truth to them, they like, nah. I'm a college graduate. No, it can't be like that. No. They give excuses. If you can't accept when someone tells you the truth, you want to give excuses that something's wrong with you.
No,
That's just me. That's just me. You cannot keep going in your life, getting better, getting older and all that stuff, wiser. And when people have known you for a long time and bring the truth to you and you want to disagree, no, they know you because they know how you act, how you talk, what you do, and they bring into something to you and you will get upset.
How dare you?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But then you have some
dare
you have some people out there that are overthinkers. That's why
That's true.
That's why I'm going through what I'm going through, because the person I was with is an overthinker.
I overthink.
I'm
Damn.
done. I'm done.
But I'm a deep thinker. Is this person a deep thinker?
She is. She is. She is.
I
But
just need a little bit more information.
I mean, she is, but she's an overthinker because it's the whole thing of you thinking what it is when in reality it's not. And you overthink so much thinking that, oh, the worst is going to come out of this person, and not let things happen organically and stop predicting what this could be. If the feeling is right, if everything is right, then why overthink it? I understand, everybody got intuitions and you can see certain things, red flags coming from a mile away. I get that. But we've known each other for a couple of years now. And it's a journey. Don't overthink it, because if you overthink me, then you might overthink the other person, the next person, and you're gonna always be single.
Yep.
You're gonna always be single.
So I had that situation last year. February Aquarius.
She's throwing shade at you, DJ Rolling, man.
Look. Before you say what you say, I'm telling you this. Of all the years I've known folks and whatnot, and I'm talking about the females and everything, they're just friends and everything, they have 90% of great things to say about me. Great things to say about me. And now that 10%, because I get too excited. As you can tell, when I got excited on certain things on this show. And I can't think of anything else, but I know I get excited on certain things. So I weigh more on the good than the bad, a lot more. And the ones that you have met, I personally have met some bad Aquariuses, and I can't believe we're in the same sign. And I could,
like something wrong.
Yeah, something wrong, because I thought it's supposed to be like this. I really thought that, after meeting Sean Garvey and years ago, and I'm like, why are we acting, have the same thinking process? And then I found out I'm like, damn, he's an Aquarius too, so I'm like, okay, cool. He just happened to be January. But I met a lot of February ones, especially around between the 13th and the 15th.
Well, was the age range similar? Or was it
It's just different ranges.
Well, is it in the same range as your, because you could have an Aquarius 20-year-old versus Aquarius 30-year-old.
It's all about the bring up.
Yeah,
it's all about the bring up. If everybody was basically not so fashionable, that's the ones I kept meeting so fashionable, I'm like, I'm not into all that. That's not me. And I'm just like,
so that must be a running thing, because the person.
That's exactly what I'm saying. They're so in the damn fact.
So the fashionable Aquariuses are the bad apples.
Yes. Yes.
Found what this shit
There you go.
is. Well, his whole thing was, I overthink things. But the thing is, he had a lot of red flags, and so, I'm just picking up on stuff that doesn't logically make sense, and I'm like, but this doesn't make sense, and you're doing this, and it was a whole lot of him trying to make me feel like I was paranoid. In the end, I was so spot on to everything that I thought was happening, because, I went through that phone, honey. I finally managed to go through that phone, and everything I thought was happening, and worse. So it's like tell me again how I'm overthinking stuff. Yeah, my intuition tends to be pretty accurate. So,
Right.
but I will give people the benefit of the doubt until I have cold hard proof.
All right.
I'm speaking from the aspect, when I say overthink, I'm speaking from the aspect of overthinking that this relationship has to be perfect most of the time or all of the time. And perfect in, like, sometimes I would complain about something or have passive aggressive about something, and that can be an issue. And it doesn't have to be about cheating or infidelity. I never did any of that. It could just be something like, having uncomfortable conversations because you're learning about this person that you're not used to. And thinking that, if you're going to continue having these uncomfortable conversations, it's not going to work out. Uncomfortable conversations can be a healthy thing because you're learning about the person.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with having uncomfortable conversations. I guess I'm not really seeing what the person was overthinking then, but what my person kept saying I was overthinking was like that stuff was going wrong. Like basically the stuff I thought that didn't make sense. Oh, you're so negative. If you keep talking like this, it's gonna be like that. But it's not that I was talking it up. It's that that's what the hell you were doing. Trying to make me think I was cool.
So you basically called up in the act and he is trying to cover up. That's what it sounded like to me. So that's the thing. He can't understand the truth because you saw the truth, presented to him, and he like, nope.
It's always, it's with these narcissistic, toxic type of mentalities, it's always, you're just tripping. Are you PMSing or some stupid misogynistic thing like that? Like
that's the worst thing to do, and I learned that many years ago.
You just they try to really make you. They play on the paranoid part, and it's like, no, something's not adding up. These two things that you're saying don't add up. I'm not overthinking it. It doesn't make sense. I'm very logical. So if it doesn't make logical sense, it's probably because it's not right. It's not quite right. But the thing is, in each scenario I've had like that, it's been like that. So
what is? Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I got to say this. In the 2 years since you've been in ATL, have you been on at least one good date? So that tells me that you need to have at least one to say you won't like.
Oh, I've had a lot of good dates. I've had a lot. The question was, have I had good dates? Yeah.
Okay. Well, how recent was it? The last one?
Like a couple months ago.
A couple months ago. Is it going to be a second date, or has it been a second date?
Many dates.
Had plenty of dates.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And a home cooked meals too, more than one occasion. Which the food I really liked actually.
Okay.
Surprisingly, I'm really big. I was like, dang, you cook like that? Okay. I was like, I found somebody that could cook. Cool. Oh, I will cook for a man. To go back to your question.
Okay, now thank you for answering my question 30 minutes later.
Yeah. But we were talking about what these guys try to pull, which is some crap.
Okay, I got you.
So he found, let me ask you this, when he first cooked for you, did he bring the food or he cooked your food?
No, it was at his house.
It was at his house. Okay.
Like even initially before we even went on a first date, mind you, we had many phone conversations before any dates occurred. He said, I want you to come over and cook. And I want to cook for you. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, it's a nice gesture. You know what I mean? But, like, I'm kind of picky with food. And the whole coming over can be a Netflix and chill segue. And early on, I don't really want to set it up that way.
Right.
But I was just like, I had seen some of the cooking examples from, like, IG posts. I was like, he probably can cook, so it won't hurt.
All right.
You know what I mean? Like, I had seen some other examples of meals prepared. So I was like, he can probably cook.
All right.
He might could cook. So maybe I'll go just to see. But I definitely did want to still go on dates, which he didn't have any problem with. And it was places like I went to Longhorn. I went and Longhorn. I don't think it's because I'm not getting drinks. It's just an entree. I don't even get dessert at Longhorn, so it would probably cost the same.
Right.
What, like $60, $70, $80?
No, stop.
Even if I get a bowl of soup and then the entree, that's still gonna be like $25
Yep.
or so.
Okay. Was that a discount?
I get what? No.
Longhorn is like just a tiny step
I never been to
above-
Longhorn.
I've been to Longhorn many times.
Uh-huh.
And Longhorn is a step above Applebee's. It's just a step above. Just a step.
Okay. I'm not a steak
Just
guy,
a step.
smidge, yeah.
Yeah. That's yeah.
But it's a respectable place for a
Right.
first date.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Not a black-owned business. Man. I got you.
I need to focus on the black on business. Like if I was real,
Bloody vegan.
Slutty vegan. Yeah.
and the thing is, it's like because is Slutty Vegan a restaurant where you actually sit down? I've heard of it, but like it looks like a long line, and that's not some place I want to go for a first date.
It's a long line.
But is it expensive
both
too?
locations.
It's expensive too.
No, I've never been there, but just based on what I've seen, and I've actually driven by just to see it.
Just to see, and it's just
On this particular day when you would think there wouldn't be a long line.
it's a long line. Like that's what's, and that's not a first. I don't think that's a place I would want to go on a first date.
No. And this is it either, you know.
So yeah.
Black on.
Now, if I really want to be like that girl that does the meal thing, Papado is where I would make. And and still, what I get, it doesn't end up being but so much because I'm not getting drinks. So from the guy's perspective, I get you guys are like counting up like drink. Meal, dessert, like it starts.
You gotta be
adding up.
mathematical these days.
Okay,
It
so-
starts adding. So I get where you guys are coming
Okay,
from, but
yes.
I'm not that.
We're in a COVID-19
that way.
economic pandemic.
No drinks on the date then. All right, so when is the time that you start drinking with your
I don't. I
companion?
drink socially when I'm out.
Okay.
I'm not drinking. I don't drink in the house really. Like
Okay.
if I have to, I'll have wine at the house.
Mm-hmm.
But even still, it's like a real slow sip because
Oh, really? It's
real
really slow.
real slow.
Yeah.
All right.
The
Not
wine,
a chug. Not a chug. No.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be tapping
So
like.
you'll be a great wine taster then, right?
And I do like wine. That's something I picked up from living here, from other friends.
Okay.
I was like, wow. When you find one you really like, because I'm just not a big drinker as it is, but I drink when I go out. Clubs, lounges.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so when guys say, yeah, I'm going to come over and cook for you and we could smoke a blunt. Like, okay, honey, that's
Yeah.
looking real no. That's looking like a whole lot of no for me, but go off.
Smoke and chill.
Why? I mean, this is. I mean, I'm just not saying. I'm not saying this to all the viewers or anything. But why do you think just because you like to smoke and the person you want to date likes to smoke?
Guys
you need
think girls like weed.
They try to get you high.
They
They want you to get you really relaxed so they can move the moves and all that stuff. I mean, I learned that in Tuskegee.
Weed, I don't know. It's not gonna make me be like, oh yeah, I'm finna buzz it open for you. Like, I don't think it has that effect on me, but maybe I'm different. I'm cut different. I don't know.
You ain't in hell right there.
No, I do. No, I have. It wasn't fun. It's cool here and there. Like I did do it for my birthday. That was good.
Right.
That was just. I was like, oh yeah, I guess I could do that for my birthday. I'd take a hit or two. But it's just not like
Just a hit or two.
Just a hit or two. I
Wow.
don't need a lot. We were already drinking many shots of tequila. I didn't.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It put me on my ass, that combo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I was on my live too.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I was going live with people and they were taking shots with me. So they were like, they kept getting on the live, so I had to keep taking the shots. It's Corona. What was I supposed to do? I had to do a virtual
Yeah.
turn up.
Yeah. Virtual
Let me
turn.
find
It
out.
was fun though. Do I have? Are any of the lives on my page? They probably are. I went in on my birthday. I'm not even gonna lie. I have surprisingly had a lot of fun
Okay.
for my birthday this year. But I was like, dang, I can't go anywhere. This is bad. Because April, March, April, May, baby, that was like right smack in the middle of it. So
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna make the best of this because I have, air in my lungs, whereas everybody else is not faring well because it's not being handled properly.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I was happy to be alive, and I showed the appreciation by getting put on my ass by tequila and a little bit of the stuff.
Yeah. You've been living out loud on IG, and I know because we spent an hour and a half rolling talking about dating and relationship. I don't know how we got into this conversation in the first place.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? It was the blind date show. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
We
It
were
was
talking about the blind and the guy and his red flags.
Yes.
They're very red.
But you live your life out loud purposely on IG, which a lot of people show you mad respect and love for you. You are a model. Like DJ Roland was asking you off air, what type of model are you? There are different types of models these days in modern day society. How would you classify yourself as a model?
Print and runway mostly.
Okay.
But because I am pretty vocal, it seems like I'm transitioning more into like this kind of podcast type of realm. I noticed that people do pay attention to what I do and say. So it's like, yes, I model, but it's because I have a look. So, you know, I get booked to do photo shoots for like swimwear, different campaigns. Like I work with several brands. So like I'm a brand ambassador. So like when I came here last time for a G8 show, I was promoting a brand called Hourglass. I'm one of their brand ambassadors.
Nice.
So, you know, in doing the brand ambassadorship, I make money off of it as well as earn clothes to do that.
Cool.
You know, so it's a segue because, like, you know, I take pictures, I wear the clothes, people want to buy it. It's all full circle.
Right.
Cool.
And that, you know, that goes hand in hand with social media. I won't necessarily do a photo shoot in the brand ambassador brand clothes, but I'll do it on social media, and that's how you drum up the business. I also am a brand ambassador for Heal by Melrose. That's a shoe line. Shoewear has also incorporated apparel, so I model their dresses as well. And so I have a lot of that content on my page.
Okay.
And so it's just like kind of a full array of things. Music videos, I kind of did in my past in North Carolina.
Really? What music videos were you in? Petey Pablo? North Carolina!
It's North Carolina, so yeah, no.
All the locals then, right?
Locals. And that was kind of when I was like more so first starting out or getting back into it. Like I modeled in high school, but sports took over through high school and college. And then once I finished college, I was like, oh, I kind of want to go back into it. So once I moved to staying in North Carolina, I was like, well, what can I do? Okay, I'll be this type of model just to get print work, promotional modeling where you go to events and kind of just like show clothes or products, whatever it might be.
Right.
And I also did a lot of acting in small time roles, small independent films.
Okay.
Small independent films in North Carolina. So I have some of those on my page, on my YouTube. But I kind of moved away from acting even still.
Yeah.
So I kind of do like a little bit of everything, but I also write and direct. So there have been times when I write my own treatments for projects that I create and put together and get a finished product. And, you know, like with time, the quality gets better. So I kind of like being behind the camera also.
Yeah. Okay.
If that, you know, like I like to write, I like to direct, I like to produce. Like I'm like a grammar Nazi. So I write everything down, make sure it's perfect, and I'm just a really good writer. So like I do that too. Like, and I've written treatments for other people's projects. I also edit scripts. So I may not want to be in the project itself, but I'm like, give me the script so I can make sure it's like perfect. So that when they do the table read, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of more behind the scenes.
Nice.
But I get paid to do it, so I'm like,
Checks
I don't
looking good?
I'm like, I don't want to act in this project. I just want to make the script perfect and give me money for it and have fun with the project.
Check looking good. Man, you got your hand in a lot of pots and
Yeah,
and
because I
entertainment.
haven't figured out like what exactly all I like to do. Right now with Corona, I mean, it's definitely slowed down, but I still network as much as I can so that when stuff comes up, it's like, okay, we're ready to move forward.
I think with Corona, it caused a lot of people to be more creative than ever before.
Yeah,
You know.
TikTok. hence TikTok. And I'm
TikTok.
not on TikTok.
I'm not on TikTok
things
either.
like I'm not on Snapchat. I don't have a TikTok.
Oh, sorry. I'm tired of people being on Snapchat. I'm like, Lord, people can ask me, are you on Snapchat? No, I don't want to be on Snapchat.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not required. It's not a necessity for me.
Snapchat to me is like cheaters row. Like, how can I do my dirt and get away with it? Because it like disappears, I guess.
Well,
is what the
Ashley
whole
Madison
premise.
is not happening anymore, so I guess.
What's happening?
Ashley Madison. I guess it's not happening anymore.
What is that?
Ashley Madison? You never heard of Ashley Madison? It's it was a site service for married men to go and
Is that
meet.
back page? Is that back a sister to back page or OnlyFans?
Yeah. Oh, you know what's so funny? I was going to ask you about OnlyFans because a lot of people, especially in the modeling world, have taken advantage of OnlyFans. True story. I actually subscribed to OnlyFans at one particular point. It was this past summer.
Okay.
Through she was an artist.
Now
But-
she's a little something else.
Yes,
Okay.
you can catch her on OnlyFans. I'm not gonna say who it is, but
Yeah.
yeah,
There's nothing wrong with it.
I went on OnlyFans and it
Saw
was
some stuff.
awesome stuff.
Got that right.
Awesome.
I didn't say awesome stuff. I said you saw some stuff.
I saw some
Listen,
stuff.
awesome stuff.
It was awesome.
I
I
haven't
saw some
subscribed.
stuff.
I was like, Lord, I keep want to get pulled in.
Well, okay. So
What are your
funny
thoughts
thing-
on OnlyFans?
Get your money how you gotta get it.
Yeah.
I don't judge nobody how they get to their bag. I'm not even gonna lie. A lot of my followers, especially on Instagram, are pretty much like begging me to make an OnlyFans. And the only premise that I would do it is for experimental and research purposes only. You're not gonna get the OnlyFans Taj the way you want the OnlyFans. That's just not. It would have to be just for experimental purposes, but they're like, please do OnlyFans. Oh, I'll do OnlyFans. You can give me that quick upstart money, and you're gonna get what I give you.
Can we break down to some of the people that don't know what OnlyFans is? But OnlyFans is a site. We don't want to encourage them.
They can figure it out.
Check it out. OnlyFans.com.
OnlyFans.com. It's a website.
It's somewhat of an X-rated site. Somewhat of an X-rated.
It didn't used to
adult
be
content.
that way though. Because Cardi, for example, her new song came out. Love the song. I love Cardi. I love Meg Thee Stallion. They got a lot of backlash for their song because they're putting the sexuality out there. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what y'all want to see anyway.
And do.
And it's just like, I don't know why so many women or even men bash them for the message and you're ruining our children. No,
Those
that's
be the
up to-
hotep dudes man, that be bashing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's a lot of women that are bashing and it's not fair. But Cardi made an OnlyFans. She has an OnlyFans, but it's to show the behind the scenes of that project. And trust me, she's gonna make people will subscribe. It's kind of like Tidal, I would think.
Okay.
Like they're gonna subscribe because her true fans, which is what OnlyFans' initial mission was for, was to give an inside, exclusive look for true fans.
Right.
But the way it's used now, whatever. But that wasn't really. She's not on OnlyFans doing nasty. She's giving the behind the scenes look at projects.
The only problem I had with OnlyFans at one point, because I tried to unsubscribe from OnlyFans because my time was up with this person. That I was,
And it wouldn't let you?
they wouldn't let me because they wanted me to pay more money to look at her pictures and videos. I'm like, I'm done.
You're done. Yeah.
You trying to max out my credit card? What's going on here?
And that's honestly all
Used
that
the wrong thing. Should have been a gift card.
That's really I'll do it. They want me to set up an OnlyFans. I'll set it up. I'll pick and choose what I want to put on there and get that initial little guap. And then if you don't resubscribe, I don't care. I still got bread from it.
Right.
Show you at the pool.
At the pool. Like, you get the exclusive angle of me at the pool that I never posted on my Instagram. You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right.
It's really nothing wrong with OnlyFans. I would never judge any person how they get their money.
Okay.
But obviously it's taken on that type of context, so What
Yeah,
can you
can't
do?
judge
It's
you.
not going to go anywhere.
It's not.
It's the oldest profession for centuries. Not just years, centuries and whatnot. So they just revamping it in a different type of way.
Coronavirus.
I mean, hey,
Corona version.
Sarah made $2 million just recently.
Oh,
The girl who made $2 million
yeah.
in one night.
one
Yeah.
night.
I know who you're talking about, and I'm.
Please don't let it be one of my exes.
No, probably not. I know
Damn.
who you're talking about, and I'm Bella Thorne.
What's her name?
Bella Thorne.
Oh, no.
And I don't know
Try
too
to say
much
that.
about her. I know nothing about her actually.
thing.
I know her name.
Right.
That's about it. I don't even know. Is she an actress?
Wow.
I think IG's on IG or something.
No, I think she's somebody in Hollywood.
Oh, you know what it is? I think she was like a young actress, but she did that so that she can, from what I read, like to kind of break out of that kiddie kind of. I want you
But
to
what
see
is she? Does anybody know what she did on her OnlyFans?
She must have showed some things that.
She could probably
Right.
just show one boob and it's like, oh yeah, money.
Right. Ching ching.
Just,
It must have been a beautiful boob.
But
That's
see,
only
you
thing.
can think about it. You can only. She probably was only able to do that because she hasn't previously maybe exposed herself
Okay.
to.
Okay.
You know how like Instagram is kind of oversaturated with a lot of exposure.
Right.
If she's never exposed herself, all she has to do is get on there one time because everybody's gonna be like, "Holy crap, this is the moment. Let me give you all my money." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm sure that's how I
That's
could
what you
capitalize
call a
on
millionaire
too.
overnight, right there.
She already. She already.
I mean, I'm just saying the logic of
Yeah.
it. You could become a millionaire overnight just by doing something.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy, man. Tosh, be like, what's next for you? What's next for
Everybody go
Tosh?
follow me. Do it now.
Oh, you just want people to follow you?
Like, no.
That's the next. That's the next. You want people. You want more and more. You want more and more listeners, or more and more followers. More followers.
I mean, I'm not like a follower hungry person,
Uh-huh.
but I want to get to that point where it's a platform and people will listen. You know, I have the audience-ship. I can tell from my insights that the audience-ship is there. It's definitely there. So I just have to figure out how to capitalize on it.
Right.
more.
Yeah.
Get my face out there and voice. You know, I'm very vocal about different things. So
You was vocal on the show
Very.
today.
Did-
today.
Very.
did I hit it? Did I hit the spot?
You.
And see, that wasn't me this time. I'm usually the one that say all the raunchy stuff.
I had to put it out
I
there. I had to
still
put
feel
it-
like it was kind of tame. Like we could have, we got off on topic, so you know,
Yeah.
it didn't go.
Oh, you gonna be back. You gonna
Believe
come
me,
back.
You will be back.
Hey, you heard it first.
Yeah.
I will gladly be back. I'm so glad you guys had me today. I hope I did what I was.
You were
supposed
so
You woke
good.
up a lot of folks for real. You woke up a lot of folks with that.
You were so good. We didn't even get to what I wanted to talk about. We didn't get to the stories. We didn't get to the hot form and why. I guess we'll save it in the next hour.
sorry.
I guess we said no. It's all good.
Right.
It's all good. It's all good. We always go off
I
format.
wanted to bring a different perspective because I know how women are viewed and the dynamic between men and women, and I feel really strongly about a lot of it a lot of the times. That's why you saw me in the audience shaking my head. Yes,
It's the
no.
Taurus in you.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I just feel like I'm super logical. Like, and I'm realistic. We know what you guys want. We know.
What we want? What we want? Tell us what we want,
Y'all want
Tosh.
them buns, Ty.
Well,
You
we
said the
want
buns?
The buns.
We want more than that, though. I like me. Well, I can't speak for every
most
guy.
of the times you just like, what do I have to just do to get the? I mean, because clearly what these guys were trying with the whole, I'm gonna come cook your food. They didn't really want the buns. They were just throwing out some bull. You know,
So you think that a man that cooks just want the buns?
a man that cooks.
Yeah, a man that cooks.
No,
No, okay.
he
I wanna
just
make
wanted
sure.
to eat. He was like half homeless or something. Like you don't need to come to my. You don't need to come to my house and eat my food. That's not a date.
Okay.
He just
say
he
half
wanted
homeless.
sustenance. He wanted some sustenance. He probably the buns would have been an added benefit or plus. He just wanted to eat some
When he
food.
said buns, he meant actual buns.
He wanted buns. He wanted
Okay.
hot dog buns. Yeah,
Damn.
with mustard and relish. And all
God
that.
damn.
Dang.
So I know when I speak about it. I mean, do you know many women that speak the way I speak about the situation?
I met a few.
I don't think a
probably
lot
been
of.
a while.
I don't
No, there ain't a lot of y'all. No. I agree to that. There ain't a lot of y'all, but it's only a few. But you know, it is what it is, and you brought it out. You know, 'cause some folks just won't say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it was been said to.
I'm from
this
Jersey.
morning,
I have
so.
way more of a potty mouth than even.
Oh, don't worry. We know Jersey people. Yeah. OPP. Right by Nation.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right. Taj be like on IG. Make sure you follow her on there on IG. You on Facebook and Twitter, right? Also, or just IG?
Yeah, so on IG it's taj.be.like. On Twitter, which I barely use, it's tajbelike, no periods. And on Facebook it's Tajaron Lewis. TAJARONLEWIS.
Oh, okay. All right.
Facebook is kind of my political platform where I talk about a lot of racial things going on.
You got pictures where you holding up signs and throwing up a fist in
No,
there.
my mom was like, please, I think I need you to take me off because you curse too much on your Facebook. No,
Lord.
Auntie, that's your niece. This is who she is. You can't censor me. She's like, okay, Auntie baby, yeah. You wanted to add me, so this is what you're gonna get.
Yeah, you know, that's one thing you can't do. You can't add your parents onto your Facebook
My
page.
parents are not on social media. Thank God.
They was-
Young Sean doesn't have a Facebook, but when he does get one, I do not want to be on there.
Yeah, I wouldn't want my kids. No. Yeah, Facebook is more a political platform. I don't really post too much pictures on there because my Facebook doesn't care about that. They like to watch. They'll look at every single
so they can put you
story.
in jail, you know.
No, like
Facebook jail.
they like to look at my stories, but they don't really care about pictures I post. Like
All
it's
right.
not a lot of interaction, but yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right. And there is, just to be clear for the record, there will not be an OnlyFans page for Taj.
No,
There will-
I may do it.
you may do it.
for
in the-
experimental purposes, just to see like what I can really make, and I'm gonna report all my findings. Oh yeah,
I'm not saying that.
but you have to understand that my OnlyFans is not gonna be like OnlyFans. It's gonna be like how Cardi is using it, you
Right.
know? Or whatever. We just have to see. I have to
That
tweak
view
it.
from the pool, right?
Oh,
We gotta see. I mean, I've already saturated my page with pool content, so I don't know who would really subscribe to that, but you never know. We just have to see.
she
That's
got
why
some
it's an
fabulous
experiment.
pictures on IG, by the way, y'all. She got
Thanks,
some
guys.
fabulous pictures on the car, poolside. And you got other pictures too where you know you eating a snack.
Oh,
watching Family
I'm a
Guy.
foodie. So the food, like getting the meal cooked for me, that was like really awesome.
Yeah.
Not even gonna lie, because it was good food. I'm like, dang, okay, you can really cook your ass off. I am not mad at it. But like you said, you can't half step it.
Right.
The setup, like the presentation, the way it was plated, like you might as well be a chef. Why is this thing stupid?
It's that dude that would cook for you. He calling you. He's like,
Dinner's ready.
buns ready.
Both buns. Buns on the plate. Buns outside the plate for getting the dinner.
All right. Taj, thank you so much for coming to the
Thank
Big
you
Break Morning
guys
Show. You coming
so
back.
much.
You coming back. You coming
We
back.
can go more into this, and hopefully I'll have some more research information to give.
Yeah, come back when you got the OnlyFans
OnlyFans
page.
page.
You got the OnlyFans page coming up. You going, all right.
People like my feet. Let me just say that. No, don't. I
You got
have
the
got
shout-
a lot of feedback from that. Please post pictures of your feet. Okay,
all right.
weirdos.
No feet fetish people.
Feet
All right.
fetish, yeah. But that's
Yeah.
what some people are using it for too, that aren't like going crazy. Yeah. I'm like, okay, get your money. More power to you.
Get your money. Get your money. Hustle. All right. It's the Beat Break Morning Show, the Beat Break Podcast. We're going to still do the 4-1 Wire and what's the other one? Fake news or not fake news. And you know what? We still have not done You May Be a Racist and You Don't Even Know It. We still gotta bring that back. There's so many segments we gotta bring back, DJ
Yeah,
Roland.
I know. So much.
So much, man. It's the Beat Break Morning Show, Beat Break Podcast. Sean Garvey at Sean Garvey on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Sean Garvey ATL. DJ Roland, how can people follow you?
Always follow me at DJ Rollum on Instagram and Twitter, and DJ Rollum Townsend on Facebook. As I said many times, people search. They find me. They get with me. They say
They get with you.
that you see. I knew you were gonna go that way. I knew you were gonna go that way.
Tanya, what's up?
They gonna get a good deal, and that's how you get with me. All right, the correct way.
The correct way. I think I may have to. After this, I may have to go to Hammers, but it's still COVID though. I may have to go to Hammers.
Better order out, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying that was the spot though.
Yeah, I know.
I might have to get some wings and some alcohol.
Right.
Yeah. Who are you commenting?
I'm pinning myself.
Oh, you pinning yourself. Okay, go ahead and pin yourself. I thought you was commenting on somebody because somebody did ask you.
Oh, somebody did.
Somebody did ask you what you look for in a relationship. We didn't get.
Oh
time.
Yeah, next time.
Yeah, next time.
Next time, definitely.
Next time for
Next
sure.
time.
Not somebody that's gonna take you to Popeyes.
No, Popeye. Papa Do's, but not Popeye.
Yeah, Papa Do's is where it's at. Okay.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
And make sure you pin her now, Taj. Hashtag Taj Be Like. It's the Beat Break Morning Show, the Beat Break Podcast.
Yeah.
It's the Beat Break Morning Show with Sean Garvey and the crew.